Welcome to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. And for today, this is going to be a reading for Scorpio. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to go ahead and get started with the reading. We're going to take a look at what's going on with your love life this week. Okay, here we go. Okay, Scorpio. We're going to start with the deck that was to the left. I shuffled this before the reading started so that I could see what, have some idea of what Spirit wants to talk to you about in this reading. So we have the Magician. So this is talking about you being a resourceful creator. If you have Libra in your chart, you may want to take a look at the Libra reading because this card came up for Libra as well. So this is about having willpower, having influence over what it is, over what, everything that's happening in your life. You being a master manifester, Spirit is saying that whatever it is that you want to manifest, you truly want it, you're going to be able to do it, okay? It's about concentrating, focusing on what it is you want and, being resourceful to bring about whatever it is that you want, okay? So, I'm a Scorpio, and Scorpios, nothing against the other signs, but Scorpio is one of the strongest signs because of the things that we go through. I'm not saying other signs don't go through things as well, but our sign is always about birth, death, and rebirth, death and rebirth. So we have to be masters at manifesting because we have a lot of stuff going on with us, a lot. And so under here, we've got the Champion of Cups, which is like the Knight of Cups and it's reversed. So heartbreaker, either you're a heartbreaker or someone's broken your heart, Scorpio, okay? Because this is about unrequited love. There may have been some obsession in this connection, some disappointment. Someone you may have thought was going to give you a love offer and they rescinded it, or you may have done that with the other person. This may have been someone who tried, notice I say tried, to manipulate you, okay? All right, and you may have been keeping all of this in and not dealing with it or not speaking to anyone else about it because we're wound lickers. We like to go off on our own and deal with our own stuff. But you doing that, I feel like, may have created discord in your life, okay? The reason why you may have kept it to yourself, for some of you, you may have had a lack of support. There may have been some, family problems or a situation where everyone's taking sides and maybe you got sick of it and just decided to keep it all in, to keep it to yourself and, hoping that things are going to turn around. Well, they are going to turn around. That's what Spirit is saying, is that the power, it all rests in your hands, is what Spirit is saying with this Magician card, okay? All right, so now we're going to move on to another deck of tarot. Okay, here we go. This is for Scorpio Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus regarding love. This is for Scorpio Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding love. This is Scorpio. Okay, may I have one card for Scorpio? Okay. This one too? Okay. All right. Okay, card for the person. All right. Okay, and the energy between them. Okay. Cards are flying. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the overall energy, which is the moon. So this is Cancerian energy. You could have Cancer in your chart, or your person may be a Cancer, but there's a lot of things hidden, a lot of things going on under the surface. Like I said, we had that card talking about, silence, keep it all in. This could be your person that's doing this. It doesn't have to be you, okay? Because, we've been known to keep things in as well. But a lot of times when reading for you, I feel like, the people that you're around, some of the people in your love relationships, they keep their feelings to themselves, okay? And because of that, there may have been some miscommunication, or things may have been misconstrued, and it could have been a situation where you thought it was unrequited love, but it actually wasn't, okay? Under this, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So this is talking about, wanting to have collaboration, wanting to come together with someone to build a solid foundation, to build a solid relationship. And I feel like that's what you've wanted. That for you is what's under the surface. Remember, I always talk about telepathy and like you communicating with your person and your person communicating with you. Look at the musical notes that this mermaid has got all around them. So I feel like, under the cover of the moon, under the cover of darkness, like where nobody knows but you and your person's communicating with you and you're communicating with them. Okay. Okay. So when it comes to your energy, what we have is the Three of Cups. This is talking about reunion, coming together, just you either coming together with someone new or, getting back together. Some of you may, want to get back together with someone from the past. Okay. And it's like celebration. It's like, something good. So let's clarify. Three of Cups. Okay. Three of Cups. All right. Okay, so we've got Spirit Baby. Let me pull one more card. Three of Cups. All right. And then we've got Romance. So this Spirit Baby card, I feel like this is a symbol of what you're manifesting, okay, with this Magician card. Okay? This is like the lit up part of the baby's brain, I feel like has to do with what it is you're trying to bring about, what you're trying to create. That the whole entire Spirit Baby is your manifestation, but this is like the part that's where your ideas, I feel like, are going in to come to fruition. Okay? All right. And then we've got Romance. So Romance, this is what you're wanting. You're wanting someone to come along and to give what you give, to mirror what you put out, to bring to the table what you bring to the table. So, but in order to do that, you've got to be aligned, okay, and in the flow, not just consciously, but subconsciously as well. And all your actions have to be in alignment with what you want as well. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your person, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So this person may be sitting on their feelings. They may be holding themselves back. This can just talk about just, someone biding their time and taking their time. Because if this is someone new, they're going to want to know that you feel the same way, and they want that to be clear to themselves before they say anything to you about their feelings. Okay. For others of you, this could have been someone from the past who sat on their feelings and did not let you know how they felt because maybe they didn't feel comfortable, because usually the Four of Pentacles is a picture of in the Rider-Waite Tarot, it's a picture of a man holding on to coins, like holding on, with dear life. And he has two coins under his foot, one coin over his head, and one that he holds against his chest, in front of his chest. And I feel like that's your person hiding their heart and hiding how they truly feel, because maybe they've been burned in the past. Maybe they don't trust themselves, revealing their feelings to you. It may be difficult for them to be vulnerable with anyone. Okay. With the Four of Pentacles. Let's clarify. Hold on. Because I don't want to blow the cards away. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Okay. So we've got, trigger. So I feel like this person sharing their feelings may be a trigger for them, because like I said, maybe they've tried to do that in the past and they've gotten burned, okay, by it. But that, I don't feel like that means that this person is never going to try to do it again. I think that if it's someone from the past, they're biding their time and waiting until the time is right to come and let you know how they feel. For others of you, if this is someone new, this may be how they operate, and they just like to take their time. They're not someone who rushes in to a relationship, because Pentacles, they're very slow. They're very grounded. They're very stable. So because of that, this person may be someone who takes their time. Okay. All right. So when it comes to the energy between the both of you, we've got the Five of Swords. So this could be inner and outer conflict. For those of you in the past, you may have gone into some type of battle with this person and gotten wounded, because look, this mermaid here is bleeding. Okay. It could be a situation, and I feel like this bird, this penguin here, is spirit consoling you, based on what happened. Okay. You may have gone into battle against this person, or, tried to be in a connection with this person and gotten hurt. Okay. So with the Five of Swords, I guess it's a situation where you have to ask yourself, is this someone you want to be? If this is someone from the past and they hurt you, is this someone you want to continue to entertain? Or are you wanting to move on to, newer, bigger, and better things? But you also have to realize people can only show you what you allow them to show you. And what I mean by that is that your alignment consciously, subconsciously, and, with your words and actions, that's going to dictate what comes forth from the other person. And I know it sounds crazy. It's because we were taught to believe a different thing, that everything is outside of us and we don't have to come from within to fix things. But that this is the way this universe works. You gotta work from within if you want the outside to change. We can't try to force the change by, forcing it on somebody or forcing them to act a certain way. We've got to change how we're showing up so that the other person will change how they show up. Okay. Let me tell you a story. There's this book I read, years ago, about relationships. And the story at the beginning of the book, this lady talked about, she was a relationship coach. She's since passed away, but she told this story about a woman who was married, and she was having a lot of problems with her husband. And, her husband liked to go out and hang out with his friends. But when he hung out with his friends, it wasn't that he was going out and hanging out with his friends. It was that when he did that, he would stay out all night. And then when he would come home, he would be drunk. And so they got into a lot of fights and a lot of arguments about him going out and staying out, because she just didn't like the state he would come in. When he came through the door, she didn't like the state he was in. So she started to turn over a new leaf, and she wanted to change the status quo and to change the way things were going. So she decided to make a change within herself first. So when her husband got ready to go out that night with his friends, she told him, okay, I'm going to wait up for you tonight when you go out with your friends, and I'll have a snack waiting for you when you get home. Okay. So he had gone out all these different times and come home all these different times, just drunk and disorderly, and they would get into arguments and so on and so forth. That night, because she chose to change the way she reacted to the situation and changed how she was being, that was the first night in I don't know how many years this man came home, and he wasn't drunk, and he came home early. Okay. So I'm saying all of this to say that, yes, people, mistreat us. Yes, they do things wrong, so on and so forth. But the way this universe works, the change has to start with you. Okay. You can't point the finger at other people and not look at the things that you need to look at as well. And I know some of y'all don't like to hear me, say that, but it's the truth. Okay. The things that we were taught about how to interact with the world, it's the opposite is the way that it's supposed to go. Like I said, everybody is telling you what they know, But what's really going on is, because I've done this, I've changed my situation myself. That's why I'm telling you this. This is how it works. It's what you think about yourself. It's what you believe about yourself. So if you believe you deserve somebody to come home and be drunk and be belligerent and to not respect you, to disrespect you, and to cheat on you and be in third parties and do all these kinds of things, that's what you're going to get. Okay. And like I said, I'm not saying consciously, because we can all sit around and talk about what we want consciously. But if you're not working on what's going on subconsciously as well, because we all have triggers and traumas and things that have happened. Even your person has triggers and traumas and things. And so if they're showing up in a way that you don't like, you got to step back and look at what you're doing, because it's the way you're coming as well. It's not just them. It's the things that you need to look at within yourself. And I'm telling you this, it may sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but I'm telling you this because I want you to have what it is that you want, Scorpio. I want you to have this romance. I want you to be able to have kids and settle down and be happy and have a wonderful life if that's what you want. Okay. And if you are, a woman that's married to somebody that goes out with their friends and comes home drunk in the middle of the night and y'all are arguing and stuff like that, I want that to stop if that's what you want. But you've got to start to look at where you're stepping wrong so you can fix it. If you want the change to show up outside, it's got to show up inside first. Okay. All right. Let's clarify this card, the Five of Swords. All right. That flipped over quickly. Oh, here it goes. Cooperation. There will be an opportunity where the parties will set aside differences and collaborate. This is what needs to happen. If you want your relationship with your person to work, or you want somebody new where you're not repeating the sins of the past or the things of the past that happened, you got to fix it. Because like I said, if you've had 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different relationships and all of them ended up the same way, the people all ended up the same way, you have to look at what the common denominator is. And I'm not saying that you're a bad person, because I'm a Scorpio too, and I will never come on here and tell anybody that they're horrible or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's time to start taking accountability and working on yourself so that you can bring about your dreams, because life is too short for you to be stewing and saying, oh, it's the other person, it's the other person, it's the other person. If somebody doesn't change, nothing's ever going to change. That's the whole point I'm trying to get you to understand. Okay. We're trying to do whatever is necessary for you to get what it is that you want. Okay. And by you working on yourself, it's not you saying that you're wrong. It's that you're trying to learn how to go about things the right way so that you can have the exact outcome that you're wanting. Okay. That's what this is all about. All right. Okay. So now we're going to get one more message before from Spirit with the message of love cards, and we're going to get a message from your person. So it says boundaries, firm boundaries are needed now. So it might be a situation where you need to stand your ground. Okay. So that you don't get hurt anymore. Or if you want to move on to somebody else, move on to somebody else. But make sure you work on the things that your shortcomings and the things within yourself that you know that you can be better at. Always try to show up, Scorpio, as the best person you can be, so that the people that are in your energy have no choice but to show up the same way. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. And then we're going to get an unrevealed card here and see what message there is for you from your person. See? Will you forgive me? Like I said, everybody is doing the best that they can. It may not seem like it when people act crazy. It may not seem like they're doing the best that they can. They may fall short, but we all fall short sometimes at the end of the day. But this is about taking accountability and realizing that if you want your life to change, it can change. You are a master manifester. Spirit is saying you can bring about whatever you want to have in this lifetime, even if it's this person. And even if they fucking up, you can have this person if that's what you're wanting. But you have to change the way you think about yourself. Know that you deserve to have love. Know that you don't deserve to have your heart broken, that you deserve to have somebody that's going to come in and not disappoint you, and not, manipulate you and not, be crazy with you. That's not going to just keep it all in. That's going to come forward and rip off the mask and tell you exactly how they feel. But you have to feel worthy and deserving of that. And you have to sit in that energy if you want it to happen. Okay? I'm going to get off my soapbox now. I wish you the best of luck this week. I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon.